Hi everyone, it's Niveen, your local real estate agent with Coldwell Banker, and I work in LA County, Orange County, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get all the new videos. Now, today's video is pretty exciting because I will share with you some statistics about home prices and the interest rates, what's going to happen in the interest rate and the home prices this year and next year. And this will allow you to make a better decision about buying or selling. So let's get started with that. The first graph actually shows the annual home price appreciation starting from the first quarter of 2020. So if you look here, the first quarter of 2020, it was 6.3%. And the highest appreciation level we've reached in the third quarter of 2021, it's reached 18.5%. But this percentage is going to keep going down to the last quarter of 2023, which is 3.3%. However, that doesn't mean that the home prices are going to go down. It just means that the appreciation level will go down. So it's still going to appreciate, building upon the last price. And that's the most important, the critical point right there. So if a house, for example, right now is worth like 500, right? And it went up to 520, and then, in the coming quarter, it's expected to reach whatever, appreciate another 10%, then that's going to be built upon the 520. All right. So it will keep appreciating, but in a slower rate. And for those of you that have been saying that the home prices are going to go down, well, it doesn't look like it. It's going to keep appreciating to the last quarter of 2023, right? So let's look at the second graph right here. So this graph actually is a comparison between the home sales of the new homes in comparison to the existing homes. So we can see that in 2020 in comparison to 2023, each year in 2021, the selling of the existing homes was more than the construction of the new homes. Because what happens is that when the sales of the existing homes it keeps going down, then of course the government keeps building more homes, right? So they can cover the population needs and the supply. When the supply basically is low and the demand is high, then basically that's when they have to build more homes. So this is a good perspective on what's going to happen next year. So basically there's not going to be a lot of homes, less homes that will be sold next year. All right, let's look at that one. This one actually, let me just move this here. Okay, here we go. This one actually is the interest rate by quarter. So we can see in the first quarter of 2021 in comparison to and the last quarter of 2023, and you can see that the interest rate is going up. The difference between the orange line and the blue line is Fannie Mae. The orange one is short-term government funds. So just different kinds of loans, but by all means, we can see that the interest rate is going up because, let's remember what happened. What happened is that the pandemic hit in March, the lockdown. The lockdown was in March 2020, and then after that, we've seen interest rate, went down to like 2.7%. And historically, it's been among 50 years, this is the lowest it's been. So some people even got it less than that. So this has been amazing, right? So they've been very, very lucky to get their homes with these interest rates last year and the year before. However, it's been expected to go up. So right now, maybe it's around 3.2, 3.1, depending on a lot of things. It depends on your down payments, your FICO score, the final loan amount they're going to have. So whatever, it depends on so many different things. All right. But by all means, it's going to go up. This one is very interesting. Let me move this back here. Here we go. Okay. So this graph shows the current mortgage rate compared to the last 5 decades. Look at that. All right. So this is showing the interest rate in the last not only 10 years, but 50 years. So imagine that in 1970, in the 70s, it was almost 8.9%. And in the 80s is what 12.7%. That's crazy, right? I know that home prices back then were lower than now, but again, that interest rate can drive up your mortgage very high, right? So this is always a discussion that I have with my buyers. When somebody comes up to me and say, okay, we want to rent, and believe it or not, I get like people that want to rent for like 4 or 5,000 a month, big homes. And I always like discuss with them, why do you want to rent that high? Why don't you simply buy, try to qualify to buy a home? And their biggest concern is the price, the home prices. And I say, okay, which is more important to you? Is it the home price or the mortgage? How much are you going to pay per month? Of course, how much you're going to pay per month. So let's give you a quick scenario. If a house is worth 500,000 right now, and your interest is 3.5%, all right? Your loan interest is 3.5%, and the home price goes up to 550. However, the interest rate goes down to 3%. Which mortgage is going to be better for you? Which one is going to be less? Definitely the one with the less interest rate, okay? So it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter what is the home price right now. What matters is the interest rate and how much you're going to pay for your mortgage, right? That's bottom line. That's what buyers are concerned about. How much I'm going to pay per month. So of course it depends on a lot of different things. Depends again, like your FICO, your down payment, your the home price, a lot of different things. Okay, but again, I mean, back in the 10 years ago, a little bit more, it was more than 4%, and right now actually it's less than that. It's maybe like 3.2%, around that range. So it's still incredibly very, very well and low compared to the last 50 years, okay? So this is just to give you an idea about what's going to happen in the market in the coming, in this year, in 2020, and next year, 2023. So what does that mean to you as a buyer? As a buyer, it's always, what is a good time for you to buy? The answer is always the same, now. Now is the best time for you to buy because, as you can see, the houses are going to keep appreciating. Yes, with a lower percentage, but it's going to keep appreciating. Interest rates are going up. So now is the best time. If you can qualify, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to connect you to one of our lenders and our in-house lender, amazing lenders that I work with. And you might be able to qualify. You never know. And if you are a seller, again, I mean, home prices now is the best time for you to sell. And I was looking at the listings in Chino Hills yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. We only have 29 listings in Chino Hills. So guys, this is a golden time for you to sell. So if you're thinking about selling your home, again, give me a call. My phone number is 909-631-5301. If I don't answer my phone, feel free to text me because I get a lot of marketing calls. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.